let me undo the audio first, and then then I'll just transition. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Bop! Welcome!
You live?
Yes, we're live. Welcome. In case anybody needs to know who we are, I am... Ah! Dolphin. I am Cherry Pereira, and this is my co-host, Azure. He's stuck here forever, but...
Yep. I've tried to get out. It has not worked out.
Yeah, he's here forever and ever and ever.
Mm-hmm.
In other news...
Please let me die.
Yeah. In other news, I got stabbed today.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. With a needle.
Oh, that's slightly less cool.
Oh, darn.
You don't hear that story from VTubers too often. I'm the VTuber who got stabbed.
Yeah, I got stabbed with a needle.
I got into a knife fight.
They put a vaccine into it, and now I have to drink water for the rest of the day.
Mm-hmm. And tomorrow is gonna suck.
Thanks, I hate it. Anyway, don't know if anyone... It looks like everybody followed me from the last stream, but let's thank the last couple of followers, such as VTubers Gone Wild, VTuber Farts, and Galaxy Wyverns. Thank you for the last three. Yes, those are my last 3 followers. I'm so happy that I'm getting attention from VTuber Farts.
Have you done something that would put you on that list?
I don't know. I mean, I've made farting noises with my mouth, but I don't believe I farted on stream.
I mean, I don't believe in kink shaming unless it's gross. Unless it's a kink.
Yes, VTuber Farts. They're following me. Along with VTuber Gone Wild. I think they're all Mitsu's alternate accounts.
I don't kink shame, but if you have a kink, you're fucking disgusting.
Kinky.
Tonight's episode's gonna be really kinky.
Bop, 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 bop.
You gotta put in some bits for that.
You heard my manager. I'm not allowed to do anything without any biddies.
If we're doing this, we're making money off it.
Dang. But yeah, tonight we're going to be talking about a character in the show instead of historical. There's a market for everything. Yep. Yes.
It's called Rule 34. It's like the Newton's laws of gravity. It's just like it's undeniable.
It's undeniable. Someone is turned on by something somewhere in the world.
Speaking of turn-ons, Rin Tosaka.
Rin Tosaka. Damn, girl. Look at those thighs.
Hang on, let me move the dolphin out of the way so you can get a better look.
Damn, girl. Look at those thighs. I don't know what we're chatting about, but yes. We're chatting about one of the original tsunderes, in my opinion. Because,
or at the very least, the one who defined every single trait that the modern tsundere has.
Yes. See, Rin is like one of the how do I describe it? She's one of those mixed tsunderes, because if anybody has watched Lucky Star or whatever, tsundere used to be described as a character who used to be kind of like not like lovey-dovey at first, but over time, gradually, they became, super nice and caring about the protagonist. Tsunderes today, of course, being that they're hot and cold at the same time.
Angry.
Yes, angry.
Anger.
And
abusive.
Yeah. But that's why I say Rin is like in the middle way of it. Excuse me, what is Pereira? It's a Portuguese last name. It means pear tree. The more you know.
But if it's typed into Twitch, it curses you with bad luck for 1,000 years.
Yes! Why Portuguese? I don't know, maybe
Because
because.
Portuguese people exist.
Yes, Portuguese people exist. I know, is it shocking? Yes, I'm a cherry pear tree. I'm a dole fruit cup. Basically, my VTuber name is derivative of my real name, if you must know.
Hmm. Yeah, basically you had to put cherry in there because no one likes pears by themselves.
Yeah, nobody likes pears by themselves. Yeah.
Hmm.
Also, I think it works well with my color scheme. I'm both pink and green. What do you mean, cherries? I know, Portuguese people are a myth. We only exist in certain areas.
Hmm. Everyone knows that Portugal is just a part of Spain.
Yeah, Portugal is. Don't let a Portuguese person hear these.
Tomorrow, there's going to be a news headline: Internet personality found dead after insulting an entire race of people. And you're going to be at the top of the suspect list most likely.
Maybe, possibly, it could be. I was probably the last one who saw it. I'm sorry. Yes, don't be. Yes, be sorry. Chat. You're only allowed to bully me. I'm the only person who's allowed to be bullied here, and then I'd bully you back. It's an equivalent exchange.
Hmm.
Anyway, Rin Tosaka. Um. So like I said, she's kind of like the how like people kind of started building off of her. I feel like just like
Hmm.
how people started all making their saber copies. Uh, they all started like taking like Rin's, but they've taken what Rin is and they've done it to the extreme to the point where you're like, dang, that's abusive. So, but yeah, let's jump into it. Let's get into it. Let's start talking about this girl. I should probably pull up another tab to.
This is the modern tsundere.
Shit.
You'll notice a few things that they share.
Yes, the modern tsundere.
Mhm.
Oh, yes, bless my soul. It's luckily nobody clips my streams. It's fine. VTuber Sneezes is not going to get that one.
And here is another picture of another tsundere.
It's not wrong.
I didn't say it was. I know it's not wrong. That's why I put it there.
Berkey Turkey, why are you saying that? Why do you have your hand to your face like that?
Bless your
It better
soul
be
is
about
not a
Vegeta.
compliment.
It better be about Vegeta, enough of the fact that you're trying to clip that sneeze that happened right now. Yes, one of the best tsunderes.
In fact, you could say he defined the archetype
Yep, probably.
before
Possibly.
Rin redefined it.
Yep, before Rin redefined the archetype.
There goes Titan Moon ruining everything again, as usual.
Yep. Oh, Tight Moon, what would we do without you? Be a lot
Although
happier.
it should be
Have
noted
spent a
that
lot less money. That's one of the things I can think of what would be happen.
if it hadn't been for Titan Moon, I wouldn't have sold my left kidney.
But yeah, Rin Tosaka. So what do we want to teach about her per se? The fact that
I
she's
think
technically the dragon, whatever. She's the second protagonist of the series, basically. Nothing happens without her. So,
she is prominent in all three routes.
mm-hmm. But yeah, so nothing can happen without Rin, basically, because and some argue because apparently at one point they did want to have like a ton of routes in Fate Stay Night before they settled on three. Apparently there was even going to be a Medea route supposedly where Shiro summoned Medea and not Saber. So apparently that rumor exists. So whatever you want to make of that.
I mean, he's got to be careful about which Medea he summons.
Mm-hmm. Anyone want to see Rin as an adult? Adult Rin exists. Although I probably won't post it here. It's hard to get stuff off of the Type Moon wiki. It's a pain.
Well, it's a good thing I'm here. Make a new slide. I'll post it.
Post it.
Mm-hmm. And for those of you who like older women,
Still got it going on.
yeah, Rin Tosaka, she definitely ages like wine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But yeah, Rin. So, what do we need to know? Well, let's go into the backstory of the Tosaka family. So, like, back in one of the Holy Grail Wars, uh, well, okay, so it's a bit cuff. So there were three families who like created the Holy Grail War. It was the Makuri, the Einsburns, and the Tosakas. The Tosakas didn't really do much other than providing the land for it because they weren't really a prominent mage family back in the day. But that changes later on when in a Grail War that happens. There were these two twins or something. I don't know. I think their last names were something Felt or whatever, and something Felt something or other. And one of them, I think, I don't know if they one of them dies or not or whatever. But one of them supposedly sticks around in Japan and marries into the Tosaka family.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, we cannot prove or disprove this because that's just how authors write, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It,
And
it,
so I don't know if I heard this. Um, there is a fan theory that a certain blonde-haired girl who has a very fierce rivalry with Rin Tosaka might secretly be her like half sister.
uh, I
It's
be-
just a fan theory. I don't think there's any like
I
actual
don't think like
like
I well
credits
they're
to it.
related definitely,
Hmm.
but because when I said allegedly someone an Edelgard and an Edelfelt married a Tosaka, it's pretty much proven because all of a sudden with Rin's like couple generations ago, all of a sudden they become very Western like and they have all of those Western clothes and everything.
Hmm.
So it's pretty much proven that they married it. In fact, they have supposedly the Tosaka family crest is actually the Edelfelt crest, and the magic, the weird magic crest that they pass on from generation to generation.
I feel like that says something about the. I feel like that says something about the Tosaka family that they're just kind of
Yeah,
like piggybacking off another family's success,
pretty much.
which is kind of hilarious considering how fucking like arrogant um a certain bearded Tosaka is.
Well, his mama is probably because it was like a was it no, it was like his grandmother probably or something who would have been the just judging by just how Luvia's personality is. I'm not surprised that that family bloodline has arrogance just bred into him. But yeah. So where was I talking about?
We were talking about the Grail War and
Yeah.
um, the families that were behind it, or the
Yeah.
families that competed within it. Are we going to talk about Grail War numero quattro?
I don't know if I
What?
want to.
But I
I
get
don't.
to post the. I get to post a funny picture.
Okay, we can talk about that one. I guess if I can keep my train of thought going forward. So Edelgar's possess. So like the Edelfelt family has a really weird specific thing that lets them summon the same servant but different aspects of it. So there were two sabers in that Grail War. It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, Grail War following that. Uh somebody's someone named, I don't know, Tokimi or something, who was apparently
Tokioki?
the daddy of this
Tokyo.
girl.
Is it
Tokyo,
Tokioki?
Tokimigi, Tokomomi, Tokiomi, Tokaba,
Togetic?
Tokatik, Tokarati, Tokababa, Todoroki. No, that's not even right. The anime.
That's My Hero Academia. Although the father in that family is also an asshole.
Yeah. So.
It's time to meet her dad, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, let's meet her dad. We want to go to another slide for this.
Yeah, let's do that.
Another slide. Time for you to meet the daddy.
Mm-hmm.
It's the daddy.
He's a suave motherfucker, but
Yeah,
a total asshole.
Total asshole. He be all like, hey, yo, I want to summon the most powerful person I can think of for the Grail War. Bright idea.
No,
Let's use a snake to summon him.
No. He'd be an asshole because he was like, hey, I can only pass down my magical circuits to one child.
Yeah.
I better give this other child to this family of rapists.
Well, he didn't. Well, I guess. Do you think he would have still given her to them if he had known they were rapists?
Yes, I
yeah, probably. You know what? It's probably true. He would give them given to her regardless of the situation. Rin thinks that she wouldn't have, but she's delusional about what kind of daddy her dad was.
Yeah, her daddy was kind of a prick.
Mm-hmm.
Needless to say, it's kind of cathartic
Basically,
to see like the main villain of the series.
Murdered him.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. It's like, not a single thing of value was lost.
Yep, not a single one. Da 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 ba bum. But anyway, yeah, she didn't know that her daddy was so determined. He realized that Sakura Tosaka was a dumb name, and so he decided he had to give her up for adoption. But what you know? Stuff happened. Basically, so after Daddy died, Rin got taken in by the villain. Shocker. For some weird reason, he decided to become her guardian. And
totally not because they were rich.
Yeah, totally not because they were rich. Totally not because he took all the money from the family, leaving Rin with barely anything. She got to keep the house at least.
I mean, to be fair, said this her godfather, I guess you'd call him. He did have kind of a black hole in his basement that was consuming all of his wine.
That is true. Although didn't give him his church.
I don't think we ever actually see anyone actually attend his church. I don't know what kind of donations he pulls in.
That is true. We only see the church at nighttime. Also, it's a Christian church in Japan. I can't imagine that it does that well.
Do you think that when he does like hold a congregation, like he actually gives like sermons and stuff? Like, do you think he actually stands up there and is like, now a reading from the book of Luke?
Probably. Did you know that the voice actor also played like the church guy and the Japanese dub of The Simpsons? So there's.
The only thing you need to know about him is that he also plays a swashbuckling cat. I mean, you're not gonna top that. I mean, you got like the main villain of the Fate series and a swashbuckling, dual-wielding sword cat.
Meow.
I feel like this gentleman has peaked.
Peaked.
But yeah, so she gives up one asshole, and a completely different kind of asshole raises her.
Yeah, but it's
Although to
okay.
be,
She
I
still has
mean,
her pride. She still has her pride.
to be fair, this guy doesn't give children to rapists. He only like uses them as batteries.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
you take the good with the bad.
Mm. I like how that children end up in a bad situation regardless of what.
It's like
Ah.
just like if you live in Fuyuki City and you find out from your significant other that she's pregnant, move.
Move.
Just
Get out of
move.
there.
Get
Get out of
out.
there while you still can.
Trust me, the schools are not worth it.
It's not worth it, guys. So, yeah, fast forward a bit. For some reason, Rin is able to participate in a Grail war, which is weird because usually it takes a couple generations for the Grail to come back. So the fact that it's happening so soon is kind of strange, but we're not going to worry about it, guys. There's nothing weird happening at all.
Plot convenience.
Plot convenience. Yeah, it's so strange. How could that have happened? But anyway, somehow or another, she meets some orange-haired dude.
Yes, and so I was going to say this before, but I figured I'd wait until it was appropriate. There are times when Rin gets angry,
Yeah.
and I think that's part of what, like, part of the reason why, like, anger became a thing with tsunderes in the future.
Mm-hmm.
But you gotta understand, she's dealing with fucking Shiro.
Yeah, she's dealing with
Of
Shiro.
course she's gonna be angry.
She has legitimate reasons to be angry, not like a lot of the tsunderes they have these days. Like most of the guys that the tsunderes deal with these days are doormats. Shiro is he's a
Shiro is
doormat in a
stubborn.
way, but he's not like he doesn't budge on some things, which causes trouble.
Some things that he probably should budge on.
Yeah. Uh. So. Basically, she's dealing with a guy who's ready to throw away his life at the drop of a hat. So. Also, for the fact that he just casually manages to get the best servant, the one that she was trying to get. She
And
tried to
totally not.
roll and fate Geo and get Saber, but this motherfucker got him instead.
Yeah, and it's not like the said Saber ended up being totally someone she was sexually attracted to.
Threesomes. Totally happens, by the way, in lore. In one of the endings. Threesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good ending.
Not the true ending, but the good ending.
Good ending. It was animated too. They animated it. Basically, it is what if Rin decided not to get distracted by the pretty lights? That's the difference between the good and the true ending. But yeah, so.
I'm pretty sure this is official. I'm pretty sure this is official art.
Pretty sure it looks like one of the artists. Because if you must
Oh
understand,
no, the one behind it definitely is. I'm talking about
yeah,
the one with Saber that I just put in.
yeah, think so. I think that's a
That looks like
Takauchi, but
that looks like Takeuchi.
yeah,
That son of a bitch.
Takauchi, but probably colored in by someone else.
There's one way to tell. Flip the image, like mirror the image, and if Saber's face still looks normal, it's definitely Takeuchi. And I do that. And I actually do that. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna test this theory right now. Set image, crop image, format options, size and rotation. Can I mirror this?
Yes.
Yeah, it's Takeuchi, all right. Hypothesis confirmed.
It's a Takeuchi picture. We've proven it. So smart. Look at us, undercover master people.
Mhm. This is how we choose to contribute to society.
But yeah. So.
But she doesn't, if I understand correctly, she does not summon Saber.
No, she does not summon Saber. She. Okay.
Why? Okay, first off, why is it so hard to find a picture of Rin beating up Shiro?
Because she doesn't actually beat him up that much.
She pins him against a tree.
I know she pins him up against a tree. But that's like one or a few times, and I think people probably just forget about it.
There was also the time she literally kills you in a bad ending.
Mm-hmm.
Here, this is the closest I can find. Ren is the one shooting at him.
Pew 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 pew. Basically, at this is the episode she loses her shit because Shiro is just casually going to school after she told him not to go to school.
Okay, where's the image? Where's the image? I know the image. I gotta get that image. If we're talking about that, we gotta get that image.
Don't appear before me again, she told him, or else I will have to fight you.
Literally says hello to her as soon as he sees her the next day. And if I could find her fucking reaction, I would post it. I literally just saw this. Come on. Like, credit to Unlimited Blade Works, they give Rin some of the best, like, reactions.
That's because she's the second main character.
There it is. Got it. Oh. And this is her reaction to an underpowered Shiro just showing up in public at school after she told him it would be dangerous to. I think it was at this moment that I knew that Unlimited Blade Works was going to be my favorite route.
Well, that's because, as far as everybody is concerned, Stay Night didn't happen, so. The Fate route.
It didn't.
Didn't happen.
It's like the Tsukihime anime.
Mm-hmm. Poor Saber, because she really does deserve a proper route. But even Natsu hates his writing for that route, probably because he couldn't. I think he just had trouble figuring out how to write Saber at first, because I feel like it gets better in the different stuff.
Well, here's the thing. I feel that probably out of all three love interests, let's be honest, Saber probably feels like the least satisfying for Shiro. Like, it feels like you get like more, like there's more like drama and development between him and Rin and him and Sakura. Like I've said on a past stream, I don't think that Sakura and Shiro have a healthy relationship, but I do. But that's what makes it interesting.
Yes, that is what makes it interesting, even though I do not like Sakura. She is on my lowest tier. But it's not about even the relation. Like the relationship is definitely like more interesting than Saber and Shiro. It's just, like I said, I just personally can't. I do not like the Kohai character who has been best friends with the main character forever and chooses not to say anything.
Ah, poor Mashu.
Look.
I mean, hey, points to Mashu. She can be pretty forceful when her hand is forced.
Like, Mashu, like, it's obvious, but the character is dense sort of thing. Like, she can, like, pretty much probably tell the main MC that she loves him and then be like, wait, what?
He just shows up on his bed, like, in lingerie one day. She's like has a sign that says "Take me." And he's like, "Hey, Mosh, what's going on?"
Pretty much. But it's
So
Like
I
even
feel like
like Mosh isn't like I really am kind of like meh on her. I do like her better than Sakura though because I feel like she doesn't have a lot of bag. Like that the thing is I
Mhm.
don't like that Sakura is a Kohai character on top of she's got way too much crap thrown on top of her as well. So
all thanks to this. Remember, it's all thanks to her asshole dad.
yeah, it's all thanks to
I guess we
asshole
haven't. I
daddy.
guess we haven't mentioned that yet. Sakura and Ren are, you know,
What, we can't be more obvious that they're sisters? Legitimate, honest to God, 1 year apart, probably Irish twin sisters? Wait, when is Sakura's birthday? And when's Rin's birthday? I want to
Ren
see.
is in. Ren's like the first week of February.
First week of February. When is Sakura's birthday? Let's find out. Where? There must be a link to Sakura somewhere on your profile thing. There it is.
My profile.
Her
Are we talking about
birthday
Ren's
is
Ren's profile?
March 2nd. Never mind. Not our Irish twins.
So a month apart.
Month apart. Close.
Although she is 1 year and 1 month.
Yes, 1 year, 1 month. Oh my god. They have like a their parents knew when they were getting down, just like my parents. I am also like all of my brothers and I are like within a month of each other.
Too much information.
They had a
At least you weren't an accident.
what? Oh no, I was an accident.
God damn it.
My parents weren't married yet.
Oh god. Dig up! Dig up!
No, it's too late. You went down this hole. Does it? What is that not done on Earth? It's pretty common in hell.
What the? I guess it would be kind of hard to get married in hell with all the holy matrimony vows and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Basically, it's like how we decide our demon lord. You have to fight to prove if you care about each other with your fists.
I love you with my fist. So what you're saying is that all of you are tsunderes.
Probably.
Hell is just full of tsunderes.
Yeah.
So I guess we know where Ren's going when she dies.
Well, was there any doubt?
Unless maybe she's already dead. Spoilers.
Oh my god. What a twist.
But to go back to what you were saying before about Nasu wanting to rewrite the Fate story arc,
Yep.
I feel like the most interesting part about Shiro Emiya is like his own personal thing, more so than like any of his relationships with any of the girls. Would you agree with that?
Yes.
So like if we're going to do a Fate, like if we're going to rewrite the Fate route just so we can do another romance with Saber, let's just make Rin the main character.
Probably. Let's just do that. That sounds more interesting.
And then you can have Shiro summon Archer.
Well, that would make some Dojin writers very happy. It exists. It exists.
Not,
It exists.
I know it exists. I mean, it's. Would it technically be incest, or would it be masturbation?
It's masturbation. Guys, it's so bad. There's so many of them too. Why do I know this? Shut up.
Because she's looked at them every day.
Not every day. I have not looked at Dojinshi lately at all. I've been good.
I have been clean for 2 weeks.
I've been good for like a month. I've been good. I've been good, guys. I have not been looking at porn.
I think that like my favorite story about you was once I found an icon that I was going to put on my profile, and you recognized what it was from. It's like, oh, I know the Doshinji that's from. Yeah, it's about these two guys mounting each other. I'm like, why do you know that?
Look. There's a lot of fake Dojin, okay? There's a lot. There's a lot, okay? And sometimes, and
You were
sometimes
actually
I look
my
at
favorite thing
them.
about that is that you were actually upset about the plotting of that one because you said that like this character shouldn't be a bottom.
Oh, you mean the
Yeah,
Hakuno
yeah, don't
Gilgamesh
say it, don't
one?
say it. Yeah.
The Hakuno Gilgamesh one. Well, I've come to accept that Gil can be a pushy bottom at sometimes, but
I mean, have you seen the opening to the new Fate Grand Carnival
yeah,
movie?
no, I haven't yet. I'm saving it for a rainy day.
Well, let's just say when it comes to Gian Alter, he's definitely a bottom.
Definitely. I've come to accept it these days. I just don't think he should have been able to top that character first.
You mean be topped by that character?
Yes, be topped by that character. What? What? If we're talking about Fate, we're going to talk about the Dojin. This is the number. Fate is the number 2 most Dojin created series. Do you want to know what's in number 1? Idolmaster. Why do I know that? Because I
Also like Idolmaster.
yes, I also like Idolmaster.
I was actually gonna guess Pokemon.
No.
I assume that if it's not number like would it be like number 3?
I think
It's
it's
got
like
to be in the
number
top
3 or
10.
something.
It's got to be in the top. It's probably in
It's
the
in,
top 5.
it's in the top 5, I believe. But it goes like Idolmaster, Fate, and then I want to say it might be Pokemon, and then maybe Sonic, but that's probably only because the English people really like to make hentai of Sonic. Anyway,
Okay, now we're going into areas that I don't want to tread.
yeah, you don't want to go down this path. You don't want to go down this path, guys. Sorry.
If they made fun of it in the live action Sonic movie, it's not a path you want to go down.
Yeah. Okay. So Rin Tosaka, she's not a furry, so it's okay. Anyway,
Yeah, she's just bi.
she's just bisexual, like most characters in Fate. Uh, so Bryn wanted to summon Saber for the Holy Grail War, but then she got Archer, and this is because this will be the if she used okay time shenanigans. Here we go. So Rin summons Archer, okay, and but because of time shenanigans, it's the only like person she would have gotten from her necklace because a few moments later she goes to revive Shiro with it, using all the magic from that thing, and so basically it became its own catalyst. Uh, so yeah. Also, the world has to sneak its own counter servant in there anyway. So
it's like the grandfather paradox, except with less incest.
yes, less incest, more. I use this necklace to heal you, and now there are 2 necklaces that exist at the same time. Don't worry about this plot point. It's just confusing, but not really because Archer's from the future, and then he gives the necklace to her. So only
Well,
for when
he also
Rin,
gives it to her in the past.
yeah.
Twice, because then Shiro gives it to her.
Do you know how they said this was a rare gem? Do you know how many times I've summoned this thing in Fate Grand Order? Way too many times.
No, I already made that joke on Tumblr like 5 years ago. You do not get to make that joke.
Yes, I do. I stole your joke. Ha ha. What? It's not my fault. Only the porn bots liked your jokes.
The best joke I ever made on my Tumblr platform was when I'm like, you have like the Carnival Phantasm Grail Coon saying like you'll be a hero after you kill 1,000 people. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And then there's I put a picture of Jade and Yuki underneath it saying, "Hey, that's what worked for me."
Oh, too bad you have to have people who like both fandoms in order to get the joke. So Luvia liked it.
Yes. Don't ask who that is.
Don't ask who that is.
It's a different Luvia.
It's a different Luvia. It's someone who we knew going by the code name Luvia.
Mm-hmm. She was very happy when she was added to Fake Granddaughter.
Yes, she was very happy. Uh, but yeah, don't you love hearing ancient stories of Tumblr? Of like,
No,
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 yeah.
no.
uh, so basically, so yeah, Bryn causes the grandfather effect with Shiro and summoning people. So so then shit fuck she revived the guy, but she just left him behind in in the in the school. Not forgetting that
She just left the necklace
yeah, she
too.
just left the necklace too. So she left them both behind. Forgetting for a brief moment because she was proud of herself for making him come back to life. Uh so that her sister would be happy that he was still alive. Don't worry about that. Anyway, um she forgot that masters tell their servants to kill anybody who witnesses them, you know, to cover up the Grail War. Like,
Mm-hmm.
basically, Lancer follows him back to his house, attempts to murder him, but then Arturia pops out, so it's okay. Um, on my way to kill your boyfriend. And maybe be in a lot of dojin with your servant. So,
I'm a... Name two characters from Fate. There is Dojin of them together.
yep. There are characters who have dojinshi that you wouldn't think of.
There are characters who should not have Dojinshi, who have Dojinshi.
There's dojinshi of
Oh,
Rin
hey,
being on
this is
top,
this
and
is
that's where
this
Rin's
is.
crystal dildos come.
We don't need to talk about that. This isn't sex ed. By the way, you mentioned this before. This is probably a fan thing, but look what I found.
You found it?
No, I did not. The crystal dildos. No, I found the deal.
Aww. Right, well, we can't show that on here, even though this is an 18 plus stream. I can say
No,
bad things.
No, what are you talking about? Go back to the first slide. I put it on there.
No.
Go back to the first slide.
No. I'm now going back to see the dolphin.
Fine, fine, fine. If you don't want to see the dolphin, then
But yeah, that's.
here.
I'm
This
not...
is the dildo. This means sex. When it
This
comes to
means
Rin,
sex
this
on Rin's
means
route.
sex.
This means sex.
See how it's swimming about? This means sex. Just
Oh.
like how in Artoria's route,
In
it's a
Arturia's
dragon.
route, it's a
that
dragon.
dragon means sex.
What does it mean in Sakura's route?
It's a worm.
Ah! Oh. Yes, oh. Welcome to the... Yeah, when you talk about the characters in the series, it's gonna get naughty really fast.
Like, I feel like we have... There's a certain meme involving Rin Tosaka. Don't say anything. Don't say anything.
Oh no.
Go to a new slide. Just put up a new slide.
Okay. I know what the meme is. I don't know if anybody's gonna get it in the chat though. Yes, Gio. Oh. Oh. Mmm. Ah, the writing is so good for those scenes. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad I lost all the viewers after going so far. I'm glad that none of them stuck around. It's okay. This will be archived and you can watch it whenever you want.
Mm-hmm. You can even cut out the naughty bits.
When we talk about Dojin for 20 minutes, cause fuck Dojin, man. Look, I burned through a lot of Fate Dojin. That should bring in viewers. I know, it should bring in viewers. I don't know why everybody's leaving. I marked this as an 18 plus. I'm an 18 plus streamer. You all should not be surprised by what I talk about. Look, I am a 28-year-old single lady. Sometimes you just read things, okay? Okay?
And you keep turning the page. No.
Mood. Yes, that is the mood.
Mm-hmm. Although I don't have much time to read nowadays, so most of my stuff I listen to on audiobook.
Yeah.
In my drive to work every day. In traffic. What?
Nothing. Nothing. Is it very frustrating being in traffic?
I find that it helps relieve. I find that it helps relieve the frustration.
Okay. We're gonna go back to being a Christian stream, guys. We're gonna be holy.
Did I find the line? Did I find the line?
No, I just feel like we're getting really off track.
Yes.
Where we have driven this train off the tracks. We have killed all of the people in this train. I'm sorry, viewers. I'm sorry. We should get.
But I know how to drive trains. It's fine.
It's a wild train, right?
Mm-hmm. It's a wild train, and unfortunately,
we're Trainmon from Digimon.
And unfortunately, the station we're heading into is a terminus.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so
no one has guessed what the planet is supposed to represent.
Right. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. You guys can talk to Azure and see if you can figure out what the meme is.
If I do that, will the stream get demonetized for copyright? Because I know it definitely won't get demonetized for any of the sexual commentary we've mentioned. But it will definitely get demonetized for copyright infringement. This is a little unnerving. I feel like I'm holding too much power. So I mean, since she's gone, I guess like if you want my opinion, the way to get into the Type Moon as a whole is to just watch Carnival of Phantasm. I mean, that's how I got into Fate, and I turned out pretty okay. Look at the dolphin. Look at the swimming dolphin. The dolphin is swimming around the planet. Do you know what planet this is? What else can I do to entertain the people? Shit, I don't have anything with me. I mean, hey, good enough time to plug my shit. So, starting next Monday on the Azure streamer, I am going to be starting a Let's Play of Mass Effect. I'm going in completely blind. I've never played it before. I know nothing about the characters or the storyline. I just know that it's a game of choices, and that those choices have consequences. And if there's one thing I love, it's unintended consequences. And for Wednesday, I am going to be... I've decided that from Wednesdays, we're going to be doing Transport Fever. I've been building myself up as a train guy. I figure it's time to take advantage of that. So we're going to be playing Transport Fever on Wednesdays, or I am going to be playing Transport Fever on Wednesdays.
Did they guess that the answer was Uranus?
You gave it away. No one guessed.
Nobody guessed that it was Uranus?
They're too polite. They're too polite.
They're too
Did
polite.
you mute me that? I wasn't muted that entire time, was I?
No, you were not
Okay,
muted.
good,
I let you
good
all
because I
talk to
I
everybody.
was plugging my shit.
I let you talk to everybody.
Mhm.
So yeah, if you want to watch train content, go to Azure on X days. I might be only streaming on Tuesdays, and I'm gonna probably get back to Pokemon Sweet personally, probably because I shouldn't be playing Final Fantasy all the time. All the time, 24/7, never stop. It's a great game. It's got a free trial. Lasts for.
No, no, stop. You're not being paid. There's no
Okay.
point.
Okay. Um,
Stop shilling.
I can't help it. I really like this game. Anyway,
Mhm. But yeah, I just felt like posting a picture of Uranus.
yep.
It has nothing to do with Rin Tosaka.
It has nothing to do at all. I have no idea what you're talking about. Anyway, so moving on. So Simon the Servant went back to go find him. Uh, they kind of settle into an alliance of so much because Shiro has no idea what the fuck is going on. He knows about magic at least, so he's not
Mhm.
completely in the dark like
He's like a
most
puppy.
protagonists were.
He's like a puppy.
Yeah, he's like a puppy.
A strong, stupid puppy.
Strong, stupid puppy. So she's all like, fine, we'll team up. Kind of. I mean, like, I won't kill you and you won't kill me. That's a fair deal. Let's go to the church. Bop it up, 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 up. So she goes to church to bring her boyfriend to her adoptive daddy. Uh, and
Who's
he's
coming to
all
dinner?
like, oh, his last name is Emiya. Ha, ha, ha. Ha, ha, ha.
That totally,
Ah!
that totally doesn't give me an erection.
Yes. That didn't. And Kirei liked it that his last name was Emiya. Totally unrelated. I don't know what you're talking about. So that and then they get attacked at the church. And then there's some weird white-haired girl. Don't worry, she's unimportant to the plot. She's not
She
important.
doesn't. She doesn't even have her out.
Yeah, she doesn't even do anything. She just gets stabbed and dies.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, shit goes down. Shinji is a creepazoid. Uh, Adoptive daddy decides he's going to kill his daughter. His not biological one, his adoptive one over here.
Although I do, you know what? I have to reevaluate my opinion of Kirei from what we said before, because while he did not give up his daughter to a rapist, he did leave his adopted daughter in the same room with a rapist.
Yep. Bop 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 bop.
There's a lot of rape in this show. There's a lot of rape in this franchise.
There's a lot of rape in visual novels in general. I feel. I don't know. Maybe I'm desensitized to it. Don't you feel like that? There's like always
Not in the ones that I've read.
kind of a squicky route. Like it's kind of. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm desensitized because there's a lot of Otome games more that have the forceful guy in one of the chapters.
I think it's just you.
Probably just me. I probably attract the wrong kind of visual novels. Pay no mind to me. I don't know. I don't understand.
This is when, after she finds out what your taste in visual novels is.
I read with normal Otome games, thank you very much. Like the normal staple kind that people usually talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my fault. There's usually always a forceful guy, and he's yandere, and he's either love me or die sort of thing. There's a lot of those. It's like Zeno from Final Fantasy. I don't know how many times I have to tell him I'm not interested in him, but he doesn't get the memo.
you're just not being true to your feelings.
I don't want to battle him to the death in some sort of weird
Metaphor for sex.
metaphor. Yeah, I feel like that. Because he talks about how it was the greatest pleasure he ever felt. That's how one time that we fought him and he killed himself. Don't worry, he got better. Unfortunately, he got better.
Better physically, or because I feel like better mentally is what he needs to get better at.
He got better physically. He got his body back. It's okay. It makes sense in Final Fantasy. Don't worry about it. It makes sense if you play the game. You I don't. But you won't. It's in Stormblood, so you won't meet him on the free trial. But
Like I already have. It's like I've already downloaded the game, and she's still trying to like advertise to me.
yeah, I already forced him to play the game, but I still.
This is what our like seriously off stream. This is what our conversations consist of.
I can't help it. This is all I play nowadays. I don't have a life outside of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is my life. I keep getting off topic. Anyway, blame my COVID shot. Blame my COVID shot, guys.
That is not a side effect of the COVID.
Yes, it is. It's totally a side effect. Me being scatterbrained is totally a side effect of the COVID shot. There's no disputing it.
I gotta ask, did you get it from the doctor's office or did you get it from the veterinarian?
I got it from CVS. So neither.
I didn't know that they let. I didn't know that they let dogs into CVS.
I didn't know it either.
I mean, you shouldn't be getting it from a doctor. You should be getting it from a veterinarian.
It stuck it in my butt. I'm a dog, and that's where we get our shots given.
Hang on, I'm going to. Again, I'm just gonna. Again. This image is all of us right now.
I'm sorry.
Hang on.
Don't you guys love me anyway, even though I'm bad? Don't you love me anyway? I'm funny. I'm funny, guys. I swear. These are funny jokes. They're very funny. I am hilarious. Okay. This is top tier comedy you're getting right now. It's not my fault. Azure is the straight man. He's the straight man in our relationship of comic duo.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have a straight bone in my body.
I'm just, that considering how thirsty you are over certain fake characters, that doesn't surprise me. Certain female fake characters.
Shut up! Just because I have 3 Nendoroids to narrow does not mean I am thirsty. The thirst is quenched with these 3.
What are you doing to those figures?
Nothing! Staring at them. Saying how much I love her!
Who are we talking about again?
We're talking about Rin, also someone who's to be very thirsty about. She's a very well-rounded character with a great character arc.
I feel like we probably don't need to talk too much about her, actual, relevance to the plot, and more just, her impact on the show itself.
Yeah. So, basically, Rin being the person who, teaches Shiro what to do, keeps him out of trouble for the most part, teams up with him when Saber gets in a weird position with Medea. Why did Medea put her in those clothes? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking ask what Medea does in her spare time. She's also thirsty for blonde people, it seems.
She's also bi.
Yeah. Uh,
And apparently her husband is just okay with it.
yeah. 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 So the takedown people, basically, she's a very, basically also the fact that she's Sakura's sister, and they have a very strong moments in the Heaven's Feel arc. Kind of, kind of also cements it in. Like for
I feel
example,
I feel like it says something about the cast and that she seems to be the one out of like all of the good characters, like all of the protagonists. She seems to be the one who is like the most on top of things.
yeah.
But that's not a compliment. That's just like how entirely like
Basically, it shows how
it's
entirely
like
out
how
of left
entirely
field.
fucked up the rest of the cast is because it's true that she's the most like on top of things, but also you get the feeling that like she's just like she is like just like she is riding things by the seat of her pants. She does not know what's going on half the time.
Basically, the whole Grail War we have just shows how not on top of this Grail War anybody was. Like, it wasn't expected that it was going to happen.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
So,
you got a bunch of kids involved. Like it wasn't going to end well.
yeah. That's why Fate is. This is why I say if you're a Fate. If you like Fate Zero, but you don't like any of the other Fate series, it's not surprising because Fate Zero is not generally how any of the other series go.
Fate Zero's for normies.
Yeah, Fate Zero is for normies. Like I said, like I say, for people who watch Nux Taku, they're they're Fate Zero fans. They are not Fate fans in general.
Hey, it's I said this while you were away.
Yeah.
You're a true fan of Fate if you got into the franchise through Carnival of Phantasm.
Yep, pretty much. Also check out the new Carnival Phantasm series. I plan to too. You will get it's a barrel of laughs, and you'll be wondering who the fuck are all these characters, and I will say play Fate Grand Order. Also, here's my
Marvel at the length of the cast list in
mm-hmm.
the end credits.
Also, here's a bit of Tight Moon news for all of you. The latest chapter has dropped in Fate Grand Order. It is the fourth Lost Belt. Yep, it's the fourth Lost Belt. We're in India this time around. And,
where is the Japanese version right now? Have they finished Lost Belt yet?
I don't know. I know they just beat Wudheim, but I think there's like two ciphers. I don't know how to pronounce them. Ciphers.
It's been 20 years.
I've
How can
honestly
there still be two left?
I've honestly stopped playing the Japanese version, so I don't know how far the chapters have gone. Like I go on to roll occasionally, just to sort of just like spend all the freaking gems I have in there. But it's been updated nicely. The screen now fits the entire phone instead of being in a square like the English version. So,
well, it depends on your phone.
Mine's an X. It fits the whole thing now.
But yeah, check it out. They got Masaki Endo to sing a brand new ending theme.
Yeah.
I haven't heard him in years.
Hang on, let me see. I just got an opening. I decided to load it up to check it out.
Is it on?
Going
is it
for?
on, did you put it on Twitch? No.
Go on Lost Belt 5. Let's see if they went Lost Belt 5. Because we had to do Lost Belt 5 twice. Yeah, it looks like they're still only up to Lost Belt 5, so there's two There's two ciphers left still.
Like, it feels like in the time that, like, they started Lost Belt and now, the whole first story arc of Grand Order would have been done.
Probably.
It feels like if we were still on chapter one, we would have been done with Solomon by now.
Possibly. Oh, look, there's a lot going on right now. They're replaying the summer event. The last summer event I did, and I'm probably not. I'm probably not playing the Japanese version anymore. A, I can't read it. B, it's just. It's just I might as well not spoil myself of what the fuck is going on. So.
I've not played either version of Grand Order since October of 2019.
That's because you're a normie, you normie!
No, it's because I dropped my iPad and cracked the screen, and it hasn't worked since.
And now you can't catch up because it's too late. You've missed so many events.
I got through Solomon. I got through the part that anyone actually cares about. Everyone knows that this Lost Belt nonsense is just nonsense.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's good. Story is good.
I'm being a contrarian. Shut up. It's popular, so I don't like it.
Popular, so I don't like me. But yeah. So the Indian Lost Belt is going up, which means we're almost caught up with the Japanese version because I don't know why. It seems like it's it seems like there's like a so the reason I think I'm not at the next Lost Belt is because there's actually something that just randomly happens in between one Lost Belt from another, aka where no glasses Kentucky shows up and I'm like, no, this is weird.
No, that is not natural.
That's not natural for him now to be wearing sunglasses.
He does not have eyes. It's just like fused. It's just fused eye sockets. That's all that there is behind those glasses, and I refuse to believe otherwise. He's like a Luca from Star Wars. He doesn't have eyes. He sees things through the Force.
Yeah. But yeah. I've just kind of dropped the Japanese version for the most part, so I'm not up to date with everything over there. It looks like the Lost Belt 6 is going to be happening soon, though. For the looks of these news, they're also celebrating Grand Carnival in there. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, just ignore the fact that once upon a time Carnival Phantasm was also about Tsukihime, but we don't need to talk about that.
What's that? What is that series you speak of? I don't know what that is.
Apparently, it's this brand new thing that Type Moon's putting out. Like, they just announced this brand new visual novel. Like, it's a completely new IP.
Never happened before.
Nope.
It's so weird. Do they have servants in there?
Apparently, yeah. Although I will say, like the girl who's in it, she looks awfully familiar to this throwaway character who showed up in Fate Extra.
I know, that's so weird.
Mm-hmm. A few characters actually. Oh shit! Do you think this visual novel is a sequel to Fate Extra?
Oh, maybe.
It's gotta be. It's called Tsukihime, Moon Princess.
So it's gotta do with the moon. Oh, there we go. We figured it out. It's a sequel to Fate Extra. What a shock.
It's gotta be. I know.
Oh. We should probably end this stream. We are not concentrating on it. And honestly, we've covered, like, the main basic stuff you need to know about Rin anyway. So, Rin, her hobbies include jewels, but she doesn't have the money to own them. So, that's his hilarity.
So there's no way to post links in the chat, right?
What?
I feel like we need to give these people homework.
Yeah, we need to give them homework. Homework.
Yeah,
homework.
And their homework is to go onto YouTube and to search Rin Tosaka Blu-ray recorder.
Yep, that's your homework.
Mm-hmm. Your homework is to watch that video. There's nothing It is totally safe for work.
It's not horny. We trust us.
Mhm.
I know that may be hard to do,
Because
but
there's one key aspect to Ren Tosaka that we did not get to, and I feel like it would be funnier to leave it a surprise.
yeah, we're gonna leave it as a surprise for you to do the homework on. So, thank you all for joining us for this hour long of us getting distracted and not talking about Rin because she kind of just talks for herself, sort of thing. So,
Mm-hmm.
you just need to
We
put a
leave
picture
you,
down and you're like, well, that's what kind of person she is. There you go. You're
yeah.
welcome.
She cannot be summed up.
No. There's too
Unlike
much plot
unlike
we have to cover.
un, unlike the modern day tsundere, Ren cannot be reduced to a few traits.
Mm-hmm. That's because she's the progenitor, the strongest of all the tsunderes. That's
Would
how
she
this
be the
works,
progenitor?
right?
I mean, would she be the progenitor? Because wouldn't it be Asuka Sora Langley
Yeah,
from Evangelion?
probably. It's probably Asuka.
Mm-hmm. That show now
When did
that was a now
what
that was a
what?
show that was a progenitor of like archetypes.
Yeah, when did Evangelion come out again?
90s,
90. I know it's the 90s, but what date?
97 maybe,
97.
96.
Mhm. Cuz I know this was written along this fate in general was written long before it
Well,
became a thing.
if we're gonna get into that, you know that like when this was originally written, like
Yeah,
Ren was not a high school girl. She
right.
was the master of Lancer,
Yeah.
and she dies.
And she dies a painful death because
Hmm.
prototype.
But thankfully, that doesn't happen in this show unless you get a bad end.
Yeah, prototype. That could be a thing in its own, but I want to get through characters first before talking about
Mm-hmm.
obscure series. Anyway, uh, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I had fun. I hope you all had fun.
Mm-hmm.
If not, then well, to you too. Anyway, it's not like I enjoyed the stream or anything, Baka.
Thank you, Sea Dragon.
Thank you.
This is the kind of bullshit I have to put up with. Although I guess does your you I have to ask. Do your ears count as twin tails?
Probably. Maybe. Definitely not. Anyway, I have twin scales in my bathing suit design that I wasn't able to get a VTuber model for. So, I
Yeah,
tried, guys.
you put out you also so what was that one picture you put out on Twitter? Was that like your true form?
That's my Demon Lord form. I wouldn't I wouldn't call it my true form, so to speak. It's me when I don't have dyed hair and I have to wear formal outfit because mommy says if you're gonna be Demon
Wait.
Lord, you gotta play the part.
Hold
So
up. Hold up. Are you saying that you're not a natural pinkette?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Tell the truth.
No,
I will get the newspaper.
no. I don't know what you mean. This is my natural hair. What do you talk about? What do you talk about? What do you talk about? I mean, my hair might not be as pink. Anyway, good night. Good night, everybody. Bye bye.
By the way,
Bye.
the Uranus was a thing for anal sex.